There it goes. You have to aim at the bottom. Jeez, wolves. Why don't you tell our dogs? Why don't you tell me these things? Hello everyone, and welcome back to Monotonous Minecraft, episode 39. Woo! What are we going to do today? Well, this is going to be the project I mentioned last time, which I didn't have enough time to figure out. I've had some time to figure out, and I still don't know if it's going to work. It probably will. Hey, you know what? You'll have already seen it by now, because what we're going to build is my title screen. Yeah, we're gonna build my my title screen in world, and we're gonna do it right by the what is this thing called? The music. It's the thing that plays the theme. We're gonna do it right by the theme. That way I can record the title screens every time. Why? Why not? Huh? Why not? So the first thing I need to do is figure out how big this is. So I'm going to build it out of obsidian, just like the back of my title screen is now. I'm going to surround it with some sea lantern just for some light. But before I dive into that part, I want to get my depth of view right, because right now, so let's see, I'm trying to think. If I'm looking straight ahead like that, I want to be able to just see obsidian at the bottom here. And I'm going to do it so... the handy thing about HD is it's based on like 9x16, so I figure I could build it 9 tall and 16 wide and be done. But I'm going to build it one border, one around it, the obsidian, just for safety, and then a complete border around that with the sea lanterns to really prevent spawning and stuff like that. And then I'm just going to have this giant black wall that's blocking me. I'm going to do the letters in banners and the episode numbers as well. Now, one thing I don't have, and if you can figure out how to do this, or you've seen someone do it, I've not been able to find it, someone who can do a hashtag, an octothorpe, a pound sign, whatever you want to, a number sign, whatever you want to call it, let me know. I've been playing around, I can't figure it out. That's not a huge surprise. I'm not a great Minecrafter. But, so if I'm standing, is this about where I want to stand? This is about right. What I'll do is, once I've got this in place, I'll actually I'll run a redstone line around here, so I can like hit the switch and look up, and then we can have the full effect. So right now, let's see if I'm gonna stand. It's gonna be kind of on the no wait, it's a 9x16. Yeah, so it'll be the even side. So if that's about straight ahead. What I try to do is look down and see where the bottom will be. The bottom will be about here, which means I don't know. I'll figure it out, and let's jump back when I have. It may take me a while, a long while. See you in a bit. So while this lines up perfectly, so I can see the one block at the bottom and it's 3 blocks tall, if you notice, I'll only be able to see about 7 blocks across. That's too small. So it's got to be back further than this. I think it's going to have to be on the other side of that lamp. That lamp. That torch. It's too bad though, because man, boy, I got this lined up perfectly, doesn't it? You can just leave one block floating there. Oh well. Back to the drawing board. Alright, that looks pretty good. Now let me build up this wall properly, and I'll redo the platform later, because right now it's just a pile of stupid dirt. But yeah, I think we've got it fine. This is actually the 9x16. It fits my screen just right. I'll still do a band around it, because I'll probably want to stand a little bit far back just so I can make sure I can see all the banners clearly. But yeah, let's do this. Alright, that's looking pretty good. Got this giant monstrosity. My crouch, yeah. So what I did is I kind of lined it up with my screen. Ooh. Lined it up with my screen there. Kind of made it even. Slowly walk in. Then boom, we'll have it. Okay, so now I gotta go make just a buttload of banners. So I'm going to use banners to make the letters. I'm also going to use the banners to make the numbers. I'm going to keep the color scheme. So the letters will be essentially black banners with white letters, and the numbers will be the yellow banners with red numbers. So that kind of keeps the borders and the colors I've been using already up to this point. I'm not going to go through and do a bunch of those on screen. I found there's several letter sets out there. Obviously, a lot of people have them. I found the one I like the best from a channel called Gaming to Remember, and I'll of course put a link down to the video that I use down below. I made notes of all the different banners I need and all the different things I need to use them. I haven't counted up all the resources I'm going to need, but it's going to be a lot. Luckily, I have a lot of wool left over from the mansion and other things, you know, sheep. I've got plenty of black dye from ink. I got plenty of white dye from my skeleton farms. So I think I'll be pretty set. Let's see, I'm trying to think. I need 2 of every number to start with. I'm going to need 3 of every number if I get to the triple digits of these episodes, which I'm guessing I will. And then, so Monotonous Minecraft, so I'm doing a whole title. Let's see, that's 18 letters, so there'll be 18, and then 10 times 2 is 20, 38 banners. Oh, and once again, if someone knows how to do the hashtag, that would be nice. That would be 39. You know, a nice even number, evenly divided by 13 and 3, and that's it, pretty much. So I'm gonna go. It's so just like, whoa, here. This used up almost all my obsidian, by the way. This is all the obsidian I have left. I had mined a bunch of it, and just have been storing it for nothing. I may need some more because I kind of want to build some more nether portals at the edges of the world so I can travel easier. So I guess there'll be some obsidian mining in my future. That's okay. There's plenty of lava and water down in my tunnels. So I'm going to go ahead. Oh, here, I can do this. Ink. Oh, no. Ink. Hey. I'm going to go ahead and start with these banners. What I might do, if there's any that I deviated from what Gaming to Remember came up with, I'll definitely show that on screen, just to show the differences. I've got a couple of notes on things that might be different, but who knows? We'll find out. Otherwise, what I'll probably try to do is just start making the banners and placing the banners so we can get an idea of what we're looking at. I'm pretty sure I have enough space. Yeah. Because I'm going to do 2 stacks. So up in the... wait, hold on. So up here we'll do Monotonous, and then down below it'll be Minecraft, and then down here we'll have our numbers. And then that'll be cool. It's too bad I can't, like, whoops. This way. That's the way. It's too bad I can't stand over to the side and look at it. That'd be pretty cool. I don't know what I'll do about my little person standing there. It'll be like this. That really throws off the angle. That's kind of a problem for the future. Let's get to it. I forgot to mention on you know how I usually like to play on the new crafting. Making banners, you really got to be on classic crafting, unless you just want to make plain banners. I made these with the regular interface, but with the banners, you need to be on classic. And I hate it, but it's okay. Practice, you get there fast. Continuing on, I gotta admit, this is looking pretty awesome. I'm super happy with how this is turning out. I got my Monotonous Minecraft. I got my 3, because I know it was episode 39. I just need to do the rest of the numbers. And then, you know, doubles of all the numbers. I think I'm going to find a painting to put in the corner here to be as a placeholder for me just standing there. I don't think I can do pixel art with that kind of detail in, you know, a 5x5 block. That's too bad. Maybe I'll just do an overlay. I don't know. Something. And so what I was thinking of is for this platform, however it turns out, what I'll do is I'll put a pressure plate there, and and that way I can jump up and down, and then there'll be a delay. The music will go off while I'm recording, and bam, there's my intro. So something like that. It'll be cool. It should probably work. Just trying to get the edges here. I don't know. I think my TV is just doing weird shadows. Anyway, back to the numbers. I did the 5 a little bit differently than Gaming to Remember. I mean, it's got the list here. Basically, is it upside down 2, which I think it's an actual 2. Hold on. I think it looks a little bit better just because it's got the rounded bottom rather than just like a hard S. It's got some problems, but it's not bad. Except for the fact I can't break it. There it goes. You have to aim at the bottom. Jeez, wolves. Why don't you tell our dogs? Why don't you tell me these things? Alright, back to the numbers. Alrighty then. We got our numbers done. There's episode 39. And I've got all my others numbers. I'm storing them here. That way I can just have them available when I need to. 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Oh, whoops, there's no 10. Don't be silly. Yeah, see, the 5 looks a little weird. But it still looks like a 5. 0, I like a slash to distinguish it from an O. 7, 7 and Z's, I always write with a crossbar. I kind of picked that up in high school and never dropped it. I tried making the 8 a little rounded, but it just made it look weird. But anyway, we got our numbers done. I'll stop jerking around now. So now the next thing I want to do is build this platform not out of dirt and in some way that it can actually trigger this music from up there. So I'm thinking some sort of... I'm thinking what I was just thinking won't work. It's in the middle of all this. So if I do... I'm thinking it might work. It depends on the timing of it. So I was thinking of a torch tower going down to this and just using it from there. I'll play around with it and see what works. I'm just making sure it's spelled right. Oh yeah, I said there would be 10, or 18. There's 19. Monotonous has 10 letters, not 9. I was looking at the word when I said that and still got the number wrong. So, you know, that happened. Anyway, yeah, let me rebuild this platform so it looks a little bit better and so that it has a trigger that I can use from on top of it, so we can get the intro. And then I'll also play around with a little artwork and see what I can grab. I think that after a lot of trial and error and false starts, and then remembering how redstone works a little bit, I finally have got it. So you can see I've got my setup. It looks pretty good. Got all my stuff turned off, so you can only just see the wall and the stuff on there. I think the flaming skull is a good stand-in for my user, my player. And so all I have to do to turn it on, I hope, is jump up really high. Dang it. Try it again. Alright, so here's my redstone. It's not spectacular. I'd prefer this to be off, but I can never remember how to turn these things off and on the right way. So let's see if we can get this lined up. I'd like to get one. Of course I can get it to work fine when I'm not trying to get it to work. Let's straighten out. Even up. And in theory, if I jump up, it does it. I feel like I needed a more delay because I don't think I was down before I was done. So here's the fun part. If I keep doing this, like, if I actually do this for every episode, I get my numbers set up. It's going to be like 20 minutes of me doing this just for a 3-second clip. That's okay. It's totally worth it. It saves me half a second with changing the numbers. Okay, let's try it again. I think that worked. I think I want more volume. Let's see. Audio. I was hoping to get away without cranking up the volume every time. But, oh wait, you know what? I won't. I have to crank up the volume every time because I also want to turn down the music. We only want my music. Okay, let's go for it. I think that might have been it. I still think it starts a little soon. That one definitely worked. Okay. I may have a bunch of these. I may not. So I don't know. Anyway, I think it's pretty cool. It just means that it's always on right now. I don't know. Extra light. I do have a ladder going up this way. I know I said I was going to make this platform look good. I try to get this thing to work just straight down, and all it would do is turn everything on. But that's okay. Redstone, I play. We've talked about this before. I play around a lot with redstone. I'm not necessarily good at it, and some of the basic things still seem to elude me. But anyway, I'm really happy with what we got here. It's neat. It's silly. It's pointless. It's frivolous. It's exactly what my world needs. So anyway, as always, like, comment, subscribe. I can't get out of here. There it is. There. I'll talk to y'all later. I won't wave because I'll break something. Duh, you use an inverter. I knew it could be done easily. Talk to everyone later.